I find one.
Who wants that? Anybody manage songwriters, producers?
Mike's managed producers before, right?
Yeah, I mean, I do think there is a place where you finally get to a place where you need somebody on the business side, and that is a management slot. The management we always refer to as kind of the quarterback. So as a producer, you could get busy enough that you really need that assistance. So I think that's important. Once again, there are different types of manager. It may be a music business attorney who's brilliant, who becomes your manager because he really likes what you're doing and he comes alongside you, and he's really an attorney. He's doing that on other things, but really identifying what do I need with that manager may be, or do I need somebody that can really help me screen the artists that I'm getting to that are coming to me all the time. Well, there's a different management perspective there. So, but I do think there is a need for that.
Okay, we've just got one more, time for one more question. So, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Keith Graham. I'm from York, Pennsylvania. And my question is do you have a fee that you charge like each month, or do you take a percentage of what the artist makes?
$1 million.
What's that? Well, I'm just, yeah.
Well,
Yeah. I'll say real quickly for me, I've done both. I've done a monthly retainer situation, and I've done commission on gross earnings. And in the early days, working with indies, to be quite honest, because the revenue streams are so low for the manager, but you're going to require so much of their time, I think you have to look at retainer situations, or at least a billable hour situation. We do some billable hour work. There's no contracts involved, but if you call us up and say, can we get 2-3 hours of your time? Yeah, we'll give you a fee for that, and then give you a little blueprint to move on, and then next month or 3 months later, you call us up and we'll meet again. I think that has to happen more often, to be quite honest. But once you start getting things rolling, then it's typically generally a commissionable deal in that 10 to 20% range, as I mentioned earlier, at least from my side.
We work with development fees. When we develop an artist, 6 to 8 months, everything's fee-based and it's all customized to the artist. So that it's not a one-size-fits-all. So this artist may need this artist may need that. We customize it, fee-base it out, and then after the development period is ended and we've launched the artist with a new record or whatever, at that point, then we move into a commissionable situation.
Yeah.
There's real advantages to what Dennis has said with regard to buying a certain amount of time with a manager, certainly at this stage in your career. Because what happens is that you will have ample managers seeking you if you are producing a substantial amount of income. You know, if you're on the charts, if you're out there, then the commission becomes worthy for the manager to spend his time and his staff doing such. But for the most part, that's not where you guys are at right now. So I think the idea that managers, up to maybe I'd say, 3 years ago, you would not be able to get the quality of managers that you see on this table here that would be available on a per hour basis, as Dennis had suggested. But because of things are changing, there is an opportunity here. So I would say that might be something, as you're coming to a place where you're going, I need some other help here. Don't buy into a 6-year or a 6-month relationship when you really don't know if it's working. Buy into a day, and you will learn enormous amount. All of us on stage here have done a lot of work, so we could deal with questions with regard to labels, publishing, touring, all aspects that may be questions that you have specifically to your next step. So,
well, and the way I liken it to this, you will go and find an attorney, and nothing against attorneys. Actually, I hope to get to Nashville School of Law eventually. But an attorney, for all intents and purposes, is there as an expense item on your budget. They're going to do the contract. They're going to do the language. They're an expense item. In my opinion, managers are an investment because they're there to help you grow your business. That's an investment, and they walk alongside of you. So I see no problem with managers asking for a billable hour rate if you're going to not have a long-term commitment. You need them for a short period of time until you develop the relationship and develop revenue streams that you can sustain them more permanently. Anyway, that's my view of it.
Like Warren shared earlier, the information that they're giving you right now is so valuable. It's really some incredible wisdom. So can you express how grateful you are to these panelists for their time?